of that chain, but
the chain looked like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, come on.
it looked like it would take you 3 days to get through that thing with an angle grinder. Like I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Unless it was like really rusty or something like that. Maybe
It could have
that's
been.
what it
It's
was.
probably been down there forever, right? But yeah.
Yeah. But geez, come on. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Okay.
But yeah, so they fail. So the explosives, Boyd gets out just in time. The explosives go off. They don't even make it through the rock below the foundation, much less through the foundation and through the bottom of the safe. And so they've got to regroup. The marshals are there watching as they all evacuate the mine, and Duffy's covered in soot and coughing, and everybody's all messed up from the explosion, but they have also failed miserably, and Tim and Rachel are not happy with the outcome there. Markham and Raylan are in the basement looking at the vault, and they have a little conversation about Boyd's ineptitude, and I have a clip of that.
Yeah, whatever that blast was, it wasn't enough.
One thing that didn't occur to me, dipshit's not capable of pulling it off.
What if he had? What if he stuck his head up out of a hole in there? You gonna shoot him?
Might have.
Let's give him a minute. Maybe he'll try it again.
What's gonna happen next is fire department's gonna come down here and kick our asses out.
Yeah. Getting smoky in here. You know, I don't get you. Give you some of my own money to help you out. 24 hours ago upstairs, I figured you and me are simpatico. Now I see you're just jerking me around and using me to get Boyd.
Don't take it personal. I'm just doing what I gotta do.
Yeah, that's my plan.
What's that?
Doing what I gotta do.
Care to elaborate?
Right now, I'm gonna get out of here and get some fresh air. Find my fiance.
And so we know from his conversation with Catherine that what he's going to do next is go after Loretta, because he's got to secure that land.
Yeah.
And I did not want to discuss that with Raylan, but that's absolutely what's happening. What's going to happen next. And Boyd back at the bar, Ava comes in, or with Earl, and they both realize, hey, there's no money. And Boyd sends Earl back to the portal to tell him to watch and see if anything moves or changes. He's got to let him know right away, because he thinks Markham's going to move the money now. And you know, he assaults Ava and asks her, hey, were you in on this? What did you say to Zachariah? What made him try and kill me? And she denies it, and then also reminds him that, hey, I tried to warn you that he's crazy. Remember, we had this conversation. And Boyd calms down a little bit after realizing that. And Boyd says, hey, look, he's going to move the money, and I'm going to hit it when he moves it. And we're still going to get that money. And then we see a scene with the marshals, and we get the scene with Rachel yelling at Raylan about the investigation's progress in a very sort of stereotypical movie police captain way. And Raylan says, hey, look, he's going to go after the money again. He can't resist it. He's going to go after it again, and he's going to go after it when they move it. So we're going to get him. It's just, you know, what does he say? We're not in the end zone doing the Icky Shuffle yet. And again, we've got another pretty, I think, robust pop culture reference that a character says, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, really? Rachel doesn't know what the Icky Shuffle is? In Lexington, of all places. She's not that young. She would remember the Bengals. That's the team for Southern Ohio and Kentucky. Like, it's not like they have another football team. So.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, that's right. Yeah.
So it's weird to me that she would not know what the Icky Shuffle is, but she's not from there. She's just working there. So maybe that's why. But
yeah,
I don't know. Let's see. What else do I have here? That's about it. That's all I've got in my notes. I don't know what else. You have anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Okay. Well, let's get to our final segment then.
I was telling my friends this morning how yesterday he come to me and if you don't get out of town in 24 hours, I'm gonna shoot you on sight.
Fire no!
Are you gonna shoot him if you catch him?
I'll kill 4 of you before you even clear your weapons, and I'll take my chances with the other 2.
If you get the chance, shoot him in the nuts.
I don't pull my sidearm unless I'm gonna shoot to kill.
Are you going to shoot him too, Raylan? And Raylan doesn't shoot anybody this episode.
No.
However, Catherine performs a super duper in the 132nd trimester abortion.
Jesus. Really, really, really late term. Yeah.
Super duper late term. Late term procedure on what's his face?
Seabass.
God, you like how much did Barkham give him? Like 100,000?
He gave him 50.
Something like that, right? 50? Oh,
50.
Okay. I mean, 100,000 that could go a long way. You wouldn't be living high off the hog, but
No.
you could run away.
I would
on
ask for
100,000
more too.
Cash.
I would ask for more too. It wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing what happened to who he called Top. After seeing that, you're like, hey, I need more money because I got to get out of here. I got to disappear, and I got to disappear right. And it's going to cost me at least $5,000 to get new papers. And so that's already 10% of my money. I need more. Got to give me more.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But that was it. And kudos to Catherine for doing the perfect, what would you call that? The perfect reversal of fortune.
Yeah.
with that pistol in her purse, and
puts him down, and then gets him in the chest, and he falls to his knees, and then just execution style right in the forehead.
Performs the coup de grace.
Yeah.
So but yeah. So no. What's that?
They call that the Ceausescu.
Yeah. That's right. So we hardly knew you, Seabass.
Yeah, exactly. So all of Markham's original men are dead. Boon appears to be the last one he has left. Although I would imagine he's got a small army of them in Colorado. So
yeah.
But,
who do you think was a bigger? Probably Tonin was probably like a bigger fish.
Oh, for sure.
As far as,
yeah. Full organized crime operation as opposed to sort of like a local sort of, mini organized crime operation like Hale was running in Lexington. Like they were definitely doing a lot of bad stuff, but nothing compared to what the Detroit mob was doing. Like on the scale that we're talking about here. Right?
Yeah.
Local interest versus federal interest, I would say, for the most part.
Yeah. And then when you mentioned Wile E. Coyote, I was looking at it while you were talking, and there was a movie that was supposed to come out called Coyote versus Acme.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
About how. Yeah. I thought that I would actually like to see that movie.
I'd love to see that movie. You know what I'd like to also see? I'd like to see the Batgirl movie that they made. I'd like to see it too.
Oh, I know.
But they canceled both of those after they were already made, edited, in the can, ready to release. They just said, nope, we're not going to release them. They must be really, really terrible.
Either that. Well, from what I understand, there's like a write down that they can do as far as like financially, it makes like tax wise or something.
If you never release it, it's a complete write off, and you can offset it against your income, and you don't have to pay royalties and all this stuff. So that's what's going on there. That company is a mess. The company's an absolute mess.
It's Warner Brothers too.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And they own Max, and it's just, it's a mess. Yeah. It's an absolute disaster. They do not know how to manage.
Still, they did release the best version of Aquaman with Vinny Chase from way back.
Yes. From
directed by James Cameron.
Yeah. They have that new Aquaman movie coming out. I've been getting the trailers for it, like in my YouTube.
Oh yeah, I want to see it.
Oh, do you?
I do. I totally. It looks bonkers like the other one,
Well,
right?
like-
if it's what I saw.
I can't. It looks totally bonkers. The other one was completely bonkers too. Is Amber Heard in this one, or did they kick her out after the Johnny Depp
Oh,
stuff?
that's a good question. I don't know.
I think she might. I think she's still in it. I think she's in it for a while because I think it was filmed like before the trial last year.
Jeez.
Before they found out she was a bed shitter.
That's an Easter egg they leave in there.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the bonus DVD features.
Oh God.
Here's the dirty sheets. Ugh. Man, that was a weird couple and a weird trial. That was something else.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've talked about everything under the sun, let's go ahead and wrap that up. So don't forget to check us out on the socials at Groundless Pod and at Groundless Podcast. We've already told you to subscribe, rate, and review. So don't forget to do that. If you want to email us with your corrections or questions, comments, suggestions, please do so. It's groundlesspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll be back in 2 more weeks with the next episode. I don't think we're going to take the time off at the holiday that we normally take here. I think we're going to push through and get these next 4 episodes released. Maybe not on the exact schedule we would like to. Maybe not every 2 weeks on Monday, but at least close to that. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe because then you'll just get it when it comes out. You won't have to worry about any of that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to take the break, and we'll just push through and produce these episodes and wrap up season 6, the final season of Justified, and then and talk about what happens next. So
yeah,
check us back out in 2 weeks. Don't forget to tell a friend or family and rate, subscribe, and review. Thank you.